recently I've been in this energy of like, what does this say? Why not just share? Ooh, a surprise. Why not just share how I process my days? Because it's just what I do. It's so natural. And honestly, sometimes I don't want to like talk my friends' ear off, you know, with shit that they probably don't want to hear. So why not just make a video for people who willingly want to hear what I have to talk about? So anyways, let's kind of get into it. I have a crush. I have a crush. Okay, so I have two crushes. The first crush is this guy who comes into my job. Literally, if he were to ever see this, I die, though I highly fucking doubt it. But yes, I have a crush on him. And I don't know, I'm kind of just in this energy of, I think that's Puppy Cat. Puppy Cat was in the last video. Literally, the last one I literally said something to him. He wants to make a cameo so bad. Anyways, yeah, I have a crush on this guy. And I'm in this energy of just like allowing myself to have crushes. So just to let you know, bitch, I have a Pisces moon. And I think that Pisces moon energy, like it could just be too much. Like it could just be like, I'm planning, I'm this, I'm that. And then you combine it with like my Aquarius energy. And I'm like, are we gonna be together? Like what's the future? Like da-da. And it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I'm like, how can I just like someone or have a crush on someone and own it and like not take it so fucking seriously, like not have to figure it out or act shy or never, just be like, oh my god, like that's my crush, like yeah, I have a crush, like period, very cutesy, you know, like kind of how I was literally thinking about this morning, like how I would say to like my child, if like my child like a boy or a girl, and I'd be like, oh, you have a little crush, like that's so cute, like you know how we do with kids. And it's like, I'm gonna just be in that energy of like, oh my god, like bitch, you have a crush, like that's so cute, like period, and just let it be that. So I have a little crush. Yeah, that's him. I know like he's not my soulmate, he's not the love of my life, he is none of those things, but he is a crush, you know, and I like to talk to him and I like to look at him and flirt with him, and that's all that matters, you know, like he's a little cute. Yeah. And then I have this other crush, and this other crush is like divine counterpart, soulmate, and not in a way of like, you gonna be my bitch forever and we gonna get married, like not that type of like soulmate counterpart, which I feel like that's usually like what people will talk about and refer to. But this is more of like, you're such a, like you're just one of my people, like I fucks with you, like you're one of my people, I really fucks with you. It's just one of those people in my life that like I think I'm gonna always be a little gay with, you know what I mean, like you know those friends, like just those friends that like you probably touch on a little, you know what I mean, but like just one of them kiki. It's so funny because this person that I'm talking about, like they would probably watch this video. And if you are, I love you. Like, you know, I love you. Like, that's one of them. But, like, we're so similar. This is the first person I ever met where, like, this is the first, like, other Pisces moon that I've ever met. And we bond so well, like, spiritually. And we're such, like, beautiful mirrors for each other. And they're a Leo, I'm an Aquarius. We both have Pisces moons. They're a Capricorn rising. I'm a Taurus rising. Look at me, bitch, bringing this astrology. This is another reason, this is another reason why, like, when I meet a person, like real shit, like I'm like dating, do not give me your chart. Though I highly doubt that someone would just like randomly, I mean, you never know, but would be like, I was born on this day at this time, at this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that would happen. But yeah, like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know your sign. Hold on, I have a text. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I don't want to know your shit. I don't want to know your shit because I know me. I know me. You know what I mean? I'm the type of bitch to fucking chat GBT that motherfucker. Tumblr that motherfucker. Instagram that motherfucker. Like, when I tell you, I'm gonna look at our Sinistry, bitch. I know me. I'm a crazy girl. I'm very, you know what I mean? And I don't need that energy in my life. Yeah. No. So, won't be seeking the signs of the people that I'm dating. But with this person, they're my crush. And you want to know why I think they're my crush? I think it's just because, like, when you have a celebrity crush. So, like, I have a celebrity crush, right? I have a couple celebrity crushes. But it's like, I would never date that crush, but I like to look at you, right? Like, very, like, fifth house Leo energy. I like to look at you. I want to talk to you. I want to kiki with you, maybe hug you, touch you a little bit, but like, just like shits and gigs. And I think this person, like, I love and respect their energy so much and who they are. Like, I genuinely love this person as a person, like, so much. And it's funny because, like, we both had a moment of like, oh my god, like, we're crushing on each other, like, very cute. And yeah, I love who they are. And I love who I am when I'm around them. I love how grounded I am when I'm around them, while also being, like, all up here when I'm around them. I love how present I am. And I literally said something to them before about, like, being around you really, like, regulates my nervous system. And that, it was like, it was such a genuine thing for me to say that I didn't think, like, about the power of that. But, like, now looking back at it, to be around a person who regulates your nervous system is such, like, it's such a gift. Like, that is not a very common thing, to just be around a person where there is just this softening and there's this homecoming of self where everything within you can just, like, relax and be present and be here and be grounded. Like, that is something that I pray for everyone to fucking have. And so, yeah, they're my crush. I honestly think they will always be my crush because, like, I'm just genuinely upset. Like, I just love who they are as a being. So, yeah, that's the crush that will never leave. The other one, like, the boy crush, like, he's temporary. I see him at my job. And yeah, the other one is, like, closer. Like, we hang out. Yeah, I can't explain the deets too much. Bitch. Anyways, so that's that. My love life, literally, my love life. Everything else is, like, there's something to talk about. Very anticlimactic. Like, I'll sit here and I'll be like, oh my god, yeah, like, I'm gonna download a dating app. I do go through the thing, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna vibe. That's a whole nother discussion for a whole different day. I think also, like, just, like, this is truly, let me say, shits and gigs, because I actually, and it's funny because as I was about to say this, I saw 31, which I connect to, like, my soulmate, like, my person, like, that's their number. But I was going to say, like, I constantly get, okay, we get it. I also take car honks as confirmation. So I constantly get signs and downloads and synchronicities about my partner, like all the time, you know? So a lot of the things that I'm saying is like for shits and gigs, because intuitively I feel our connection a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to like throw that out there. Now, on another note, I had this very deep realization, and I said this to my sibling a couple days ago. I have never felt more intuitively connected in my life. I have never felt just like, bitch, like just so aligned. And I have never felt more lost and confused in my life, like all at the same time. Getting constant signs and downloads about the trajectory of my life, and the transitions of my life, and how quickly my life is changing, and how quickly life can change, and a day, a week, a month, a year. It's crazy. And what's even crazier is that on the outside, it feels like nothing is changing, or let me rephrase, it looks like nothing is changing. But on the inside, it feels like everything is changing and everything is shifting. And my theme song for the past couple of weeks actually has been Defying Gravity, when she's like, something has changed within me, something is not the same. Like, bitch, that right there, that's it. That's literally it. Like, girl, that is my fucking life. But yes, like, so it's like so much is coming to me, and I'm receiving so much intuitively. And I said this in a reading that I did with my sibling. Also, like, when I say sibling, I have a lot of fucking siblings. Just know that I have a lot of fucking siblings. And my sister's fiance they're non-binary, and all of their siblings are also non-binary. So I just say like sibling just to make it easier. So I could say sibling and I could be talking about who fucking knows, but it's all right. Well, we just vibe. We just keep going. Anyways, so yeah, we were doing a live together, and I said something along the lines of like receiving downloads, and the downloads all being different timelines. And that's where the confusion can be, because we're like, nothing's happening and nothing's changing and nothing's da-da-da. But what you're receiving may be a message, not even a message, but a truth that will take form 6 months from now, or 8 months from now, or 6 days from now. And so maybe in the moment it might not resonate or even make sense, but a couple months from now it finally will, you know. And I feel like the next growth chapter in my intuition is being able to clearly see those timelines, you know, see the like, oh, this message is for 6 months from now, and this message is 5 years, and this message is 3 days, and this, you know what I mean? Because now it's just like messages. There is someone that I follow. Her name is Ali Ninfo, and they do like very great and amazing like intuitive work and really honing in on your intuition. That was a little like tangent. Didn't really mean to go in that direction. Actually really did mean to go in that direction, but I'm gonna like pull it back to what I was talking about. So yes, all of these downloads that I've been receiving, all of this confusion and doubt and anxiety. Why did I bring that up though? I don't know. We're actually just gonna like vibe and see where it takes us. But yes, so I feel like I have gotten to a point where I am able to clearly hear my intuition once I get past the doubt and the bullshit limiting beliefs, right? But being able to clearly hear my intuition has helped me greatly in times of stress, honestly. And that is, here's the thing, I think one of the main reasons why I came, see, sometimes you just gotta trust. And we're back. I literally just had the thought. Okay. I love that for me. Anyways, I was gonna say, like, this is actually one of the reasons why I've really wanted to coach people through their spiritual awakening. And that is because going through a spiritual awakening and not knowing how spirit communicates with you, or like you don't know what the fuck you're looking for. Like, it's just this whole energy of like fucking around and finding out and throwing the, what do you call that thing? What do you call that game? Like when you throw, not the pen, the y'all know what I'm talking about. You throw the thing on the circular thing with blue and green. Yeah, that shit. Throwing it, seeing what sticks, seeing what doesn't. And it's like, I would rather you not have to go through that constant energy of like fucking around and finding out, and we can just immediately get to whatever thing that you need to get to. But the reason why I say that is because when you are in times of stress and confusion and this and so on and so forth, I have the awareness of, let me go do my yoga practice, or let me go meditate, or let me go outside and sit with nature, or let me journal, or let me listen to some frequencies. It's like, I know what to seek in order to bring me back into alignment. I know what to do in order to bring me back into alignment. And that doesn't mean that I'm not spiraling. I want to make that clear. That doesn't mean that I'm not spiraling, or to be more specific, that I don't have moments of spiraling. But it does mean I'm not tweaking the fuck out the way most people are tweaking the fuck out. Because it's kind of like, if you're just in the midst of a storm and in the midst of chaos, and all you see is storm and chaos, that's just all you're gonna think. It's just gonna be like, it's just a fucking shit show. Like, you're not, it's just shit. It's just shit. Versus being in the storm, being fully aware of the fact that this is chaotic as fuck, and then also being so in tune with yourself that you're able to hear this voice. It's like, well, it's not gonna be like that forever. Or you're going through the storm because of X, Y, and Z, and this is going to teach you about X, Y, and Z. Or, you know, there's the timing of things, or, you know, you're clearing a lot of things, or you're purging, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, now I know why. And I truly think I know that's why I got into spirituality, because I had such a curious spirit, and I still have such a curious spirit, and I'm constantly wanting to know why. And because of that, I'm no longer afraid to, I want to use my words very carefully. Okay, I like that sentence better. I have courage and bravery and resilience that I wouldn't have had I not have a relationship with my higher self and spirit and develop my intuition over the years. And the reason why I rephrase that sentence is because I don't want you or anyone else to think that I have no fear. And I think sometimes like there can be that story or that like, oh, you have no fear and blah, 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 and that's straight bullshit. I literally am freaking the fuck out like all the time, you know, but again, I have that awareness that this is just a feeling, this is just a moment, this is just temporary. It doesn't mean that I should stop. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't keep going. It doesn't mean any of those things. It's just an emotion that I'm having. What do I need to do in order to feel my emotion, to clear my emotions, so on and so forth? Like, it's just something for me to jump over, not necessarily like a no. You know what I mean? Like, and even then, like getting through that because of spirituality. Yeah. So that's anyways, bringing it back to me now. Confusion, and it's been kicking my ass, and it's also been feeling like another spiritual awakening, like another, I like to call it, moment of life humbling the fuck out of you, you know, and me being on my high horse of like, yeah, I'm good, I got it, like I this, that, da 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 da. And spirit, God, universe is like, oh, she's so cute, like look at her, like she thinks she has it all figured out at like 24, Pookie. And watch, literally one day I'm gonna be like 55 years old and I'm gonna be like, yeah, the universe kicked my ass again, you know. And in every moment I really fucking hate it, and then I look back in hindsight and I'm like, damn, like I'm a strong ass bitch, like these hoes can't fuck with me, like what do you mean? And so I know that eventually I will look back on this moment and have such gratitude, but for now I just have to be in the storm and find as much calm and peace and clarity as I can, and not feel this insane need and pressure to seek clarity, you know. And by that I mean like finding answers, like when things are shit and we're like, I need to find answers and I need to da 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 da, and we're like all over the fucking place. I think these are one of the moments of like trying to find as much stillness as possible and sitting with the mind and with the body as much as possible, and clearing out mental clutter as much as possible, and clearing out distractions as much as possible. And one of my distractions being that I'm a student. And what I mean by that is when I get curious and I'm like, all right, I need to find the book, I need to find the podcast, I need to find the course, I need to find the webinar, I need to find the mastermind, I need to find this, I need to find that, blah, 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 right? Like that's me, you know, curious, what we're gonna call her. Curious. No, I can't think of a current C name that I like at the moment, so we'll hold off on that. But curious blank so far, that's what we got. But that energy can hold me back, because there are certain tests in life that are hands-on. You know what I mean? Like certain jobs, like you learn on the job. You know what I mean? Like there's those types of jobs, right? It's like a person reading a book on how to do surgery, right, doesn't make them a surgeon. Okay, like a med student just reading all these books, like that's not what makes you a doctor. It's you learning on the job, you know what I mean? It's you practicing, it's you watching it, it's you doing it, you know, that's what makes you a doctor, that's what makes you a surgeon, right? And so I've been noticing within myself this energy of learning, and never teaching and never sharing, because I think that I don't know enough. You know what I mean? I think that I'm not wise enough. I think that I'm not smart enough. I think that all these things. That's not believing in my voice, not trusting in my voice, and not trusting in my own wisdom. B, that is my fear of failure and my fear of fucking up or saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing or whatever thing. Even adding my fear of being a beginner, my fear of being a novice, you know, my fear of allowing my ego to be humbled, because my ego wants to feel like it's the smartest in the room. My ego wants to feel safe and comfortable, and where I'm not getting, you know, triggered, and where it's easy, you know, like it's easy when I have my head down in a book. It's easy when I'm listening to a podcast. It's easy when I'm just having a conversation with someone, you know, about like what I like and what I enjoy and my hobbies and so on and so forth. That is easy. It is, hold on, call. I'm back from my call. Sis is at the grocery store. Had to see if we had some arugula, some onions, you know, the things. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so those being the reasons. And also, I just, and this is interesting to say it out loud, but like I didn't want to believe in myself, you know, like not believing myself enough to bet on myself, you know, to trust that like I won't give up at the first hurdle, at the first no, at the first failure. You know what I mean? Like, can I bet on myself? Will I disappoint myself? Will I, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. And it's been a very triggering and uncomfortable thing. This is just really bothering me right now. And making me come face to face with all the ways in which I just don't actually believe in myself in the way that I say I do, because my actions say otherwise. You know, like, it's like I'm doing the things that are making me uncomfortable, but they're still kind of in my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not fully like, you know, doing the thing. And when that pertains to manifestation, it's like, well, if you're not fully going all out, right? Of course, you're not going to receive any of that back, because you get what you give. It's just the way the world works. You get what you give. And so if you are giving 50%, then it's not a surprise that you are only receiving 50% back, you know. And sometimes it is 100% effort, but your vision is skewed. You know, sometimes our self-worth is so fucking low that we're unable to see the value and the efforts that we are making, and the shifts that we're making, because we're coming from this like not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. I gotta work more. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta and so then it's like, well, now the world is just reflecting back to you what your beliefs are, which is that nothing is ever enough. I'm not enough. Things don't work out for me. Things don't, you know what I mean? And so then that's exactly what you receive back, you know, because the universe can't go against what your beliefs are, like what you inherently believe to be true. You know, that is the whole fucking point of free will. We have the free will to believe in whatever it is that we want to believe in. And so if we believe that we're unworthy and that nothing we ever do is enough and that we're not smart enough or talented enough or this or whatever, then by law, the universe has no other choice but to obey that, you know? And so there's just been a lot of coming face to face with and I had this question for myself earlier today of like, I wonder why my soul has called me towards entrepreneurship. I wonder why that is. And it's a question that I'm still asking myself and opening myself to receive the answer. And on one hand, it could just simply be financial freedom, though I'm wise enough to know that that's just not the full answer. But then on the other hand it is so triggering. Like, it's so triggering and not even triggering per se, but it's humbling. It's humbling to create something, to build something, to be consistent and disciplined in something, to show up for something day in and day out, and maybe the first couple of days, months, weeks, even years, you know, you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, but you're just trusting that there are fruits on the other side. You know what I mean? It's like when you plant a seed and you trust that it will become a flower because that is exactly what it's meant to do. But I think sometimes we plant these seeds and it's not growing in time. And so then we're like, maybe it wasn't actually a seed. Maybe it was just like a rock or something. Or like, is this actually a flower? Like, maybe I picked up the wrong thing. You know, like maybe this is like a watermelon seed. Like, I don't know. Like, what is this? Actually, should I dig it up? Does it need more water? Let me flip through the book. Maybe I'm not giving it the right amount of water. Maybe I'm not giving it the right amount of sunlight. And maybe I'm not giving it blah, 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 blah. And it's like the flower is growing. It's always been growing. It's just not on your time because of whatever doubts you have in your mind and in your heart. But had you gotten out of the bullshit, you would have been able to see the little bud, just like the little bottom, and how life is being created. You know what I mean? It's like building a business is literally like building a child. Not building a child, but like birthing a child. It is quite literally its own entity, its own thing, its own, you know what I mean? And it takes time, it takes care, it takes attention, it takes all these things. And that's life. You know what I mean? Like, life isn't created overnight like that. You know what I mean? And sometimes it is. Sometimes things are very miraculous like that. And other times, the miracle is how consistent you are able to show up for the thing that you love, and learning the lesson of like, I am worthy of that consistency, or my joy is worthy of that consistency, or this impact is worthy of that consistency. You know what I mean? Because I have this vision and I have this goal, and I have these ideas for the people and that I want to give to them, and and it's like, why aren't we, because I'm gonna include myself into it, why aren't we thinking about that more than the, well, what if I fail? What if I suck? Or what if I'm embarrassed? Or what if I'm this? Or what if I'm that? It's like, I was listening to this one podcast and he said something along the lines of like, your dreams, they aren't about you. They aren't just about you. There is someone somewhere who is praying for your work, for your voice, for your art, for your creation, for your product, for your thing. Like, there is someone out there who's praying for you. There is someone out there who needs you. There is someone out there who needs to see you on their Instagram or on their TikTok or whatever. And you know what I mean? It's like, you don't know how you're meant to impact this person's life, but you're meant to impact this person's life in whatever way. And you can't do that if you are so caught up in your own fears and doubts and insecurities. You know what I mean? It's like, you want to change the world for the better, but you're not taking the actions that would change the world. You are instead putting more time and energy into why it's not possible, and why it can't work out, and why you're not this, and why you're not that. And that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of energy. And that's a waste of creation, because you are creating these stories that are going to hold you back, instead of creating stories that are going to push you forward. And I had this moment of being like, I want to be an artist. I want to be an artist. I just want to be an artist. An artist feels way more validating. I want to be an artist. And looking back at it, I realized that I wanted to be an artist because calling myself an entrepreneur didn't fit in my box. That didn't fit in my box of comfort. That didn't fit in my box of smallness. That didn't fit in my box of, like, it just didn't fit. And my soul was like, yes, you are an artist, and you are so much more than that. And I look back and I'm like, oh, I didn't want to be more. I didn't want to believe that I could be more, because then that would require me to do more and face more and blah, blah, blah. And I'm tired and I'm exhausted. And, building a business doesn't have to be awful. I could even look back on my spiritual journey and be like, yeah, I went through a lot of tough shit, but like, would I not go through it again to, like, if Spirit God Universe was like, hey, you're gonna go through all this shit, but you're gonna be this at the end, and you can either have that or you can not go through any of that at all and be this entirely different person, I don't know if I would choose option B, because every single day I become more and more obsessed with who I am and who I'm becoming, and I have the full awareness that I wouldn't be this person had I not gone through the hardships that I went through. And building and creating a business is just another one of those things where, yeah, there's going to be a lot of hardship, most likely, but I am probably, and it's like I say this before every journey, I'm like, I just don't, like, leave me out of it, like, I'm just tired, like, fuck, you know, and then afterwards I'm like, you know, and so it's like, after this, I'll probably have an entirely different answer. And I'm going to be like, I am so happy that every day I get to wake up and do something that I love, and that I get to see how I want to impact people, and see how I want to impact myself, and create a community and bring people together and bring people closer to themselves, and blah, 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 blah. And it was hard and it was difficult, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I would do it all over again. Like, I can quite literally see and feel myself saying that, but I am currently at this moment of like me wanting something for myself, and then God being like, you're so much more. And then I'm like, oh. And that is what just claiming myself as an artist was. It was like, oh, I am a artist. I can vibe with that. I can fuck with that. I can move through that. That doesn't feel uncomfortable. And then God was like, no, you're an entrepreneur. And it was like, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if it feels a little, you know what I mean? It feels a little, you know, and that's when you know, like, you've hit it, when you're like, ooh, that feels, you know, where you're like, wow, that feels a little, yeah, you just feel it. And I know that it's going to be one of the many triggering journeys that I take on in this life, with everything else, you know, with I'm going through an initiation right now, you guys, and right now it's entrepreneurship and business and building a platform and all of those things. And another initiation one day may be love, and another initiation one day may be motherhood, and another initiation one day may be selling my business. Who fucking knows? Like, and those initiations ripping me apart and putting me back together stronger than ever, you know? And so, yeah, the journey of becoming is not an easy one. It's like I always say, I don't recommend it because it's truly not for the faint-hearted, but at the same time, I really do recommend it because you just become unfuckwittable, you know? Like, facing your shit makes you so unfuckwittable. It's like, bitch, you can't say shit about me. Like, I've I've looked at myself in the most ugliest of ways. Like, you just can't hurt my feelings. Like, you quite literally can't hurt my feelings. And that's another reason why I'm like, oh, I want to coach people. You know, I want to make people unfuckwittable. Like, I fucks with that. I like that. Like, a bitch can't tell you shit. That's the goal, for a bitch to not be able to tell you shit. But yeah, that is where we're at in our initiation phase, and me fully feeling in my body of like, I am building a business. Huh. Okay. Heard. I'm like, yep, I am building a business. Okay, cool. Great. And if there's one thing I love about myself, it's like, okay, it's like once I have thought like, all right, spirit, like I heard you, you got it, like it's go time, you know, and I go like full fucking throttle on that shit. But bitch, yeah, it's giving mentor season. Like, this is what it's giving. Like, I've never had a mentor. I've done like readings here and there, and like I've had sessions here and there, but this next chapter of my life is really giving like mentor, business coach, throwing a therapist too. Why not? Honestly, like, give me the whole package. But yeah, that's today. That's where we're at. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. And I'll talk to you on the next one.